Man, we had 5 birthdays in September alone. Today was just like an awesome day. Like, went to the Grove Cheesecake Factory, never been there before. It was a good time. 3 hour wait period. It was great seeing my family again, but we kind of just like separated and did our own thing. The Grove is nice. It's not, I get why it's a popular spot because it's just something to do, but it's not like all that. So, in order to kill time on my end, I was gonna watch a movie, but I decided to go into Barnes and Noble. I realized that I haven't gotten the new chapters of the new Beastars mangas that have been released in English. So I was gonna go in there and grab those and just kill some time while I waited. Met a girl, played chess, and I saw that she had she was playing chess, and I saw that she had a volume of Beastars just chilling there. Instant conversation starter, got my attention. So she invited me to sit down, asked me if I wanted to play some chess. It was great, and I got absolutely destroyed, smashed. I didn't win a single game, and I'm not ashamed to admit that at all. Not gonna even try to front. I never met anyone who talked as much shit as I did. Like playing chess. That was an experience. That was something else. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little salty about that. Yeah, so that was like what? We played for like what? 2.5 hours before we had to part ways. She asked me if I wanted to play again, if I'd like to play again sometime. Of course, I said, of course. And then me being me, it was an awkward pause there. I was like, why is she still standing here? Eventually, she was just like, well, okay then. And then I was like, okay. So, went to go do my thing and get the manga before I forgot. But, me being the dunderhead that I am, I realized after the fact she was waiting on me to ask for her, like, number or something. Do people, like, even exchange numbers? What, her Facebook? I don't use Instagram. Something, any type of contact information. Nope. And I'm just like, play again with what number? Blew it again, so there I am. And I'm just like, that's so dog. I was a little bummed out about that. I don't know. Just found someone to connect with. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those bittersweet things. Meet an awesome girl. Like, have similar interests. Love Beastars. Doesn't ask for her number, never sees her again. Oh, well. Life goes on, I guess. Well, shit. I need a win today. So, let me show you my haul. I got a lot more books while I was at that Barnes & Noble. I got Beastars, Volume 13. I always support the official release of whatever manga I read. Even if I'm reading it like online, I always support the official release. Especially with this series. It deserves every penny. And my man Yafia over here. Well, Yaya is the official translation, but Volume 14, looking suave and dapper as usual. Love it. So, I need my win today. I need to win at something today, and I promised myself I would not go to bed, until I did a review. And it's been 3 months since I reviewed this series. 3 months since my last Beastars video. I think, the last thing I did was the tier list? Yeah, I think that was it. And what else? Oh, I actually have watched the anime. I have watched episode 1. I think it's 22 minutes on Netflix, right? So I watched that, and I did a whole review on it, like going frame by frame. I tried it in a way that me and my viewers discuss, Lava Scat, Quantum Walnut, all that. And, well, the YouTube overlords struck me down, copyright claim and all that, so couldn't even post it. I don't understand how it wasn't even transformative in nature. That video, I worked so hard on that video. I went to so much detail. Like, if the video is Let's see. My video was 1 hour and 40 minutes of just me discussing episode 1 of Beastars, season 1, episode 1. And I was like, oh, I worked so hard on that, and it can't even like be seen by anyone. So that just kind of demotivated me. So shoot, I eventually I'm gonna have to pick that up and just do it a different way. I already know what I'm gonna have to do, but the way I did it before, it was so much effort. But that's okay. So we are going to be reviewing Beast Complex finally. I know I said I'd do it 3 months ago. Actually, I didn't give a specific time frame. I just said soon. My soon took 3 months, but hey, here we are finally, right? So I have not read this. Like, I've gotten so used to like saving like my what's it called, my first impressions for when I actually like sit down and press record, so you guys can get something like authentic and genuine. So I have not read Beast Complex at all. Like, I've read the first like couple pages, but I don't think I finished the chapter, and that was a long time ago. So I'm going into this with a fresh perspective. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and let's see. What was his name? Chungus Bogus? Yeah, there we go. Can I just call you Chungus? Thank you for reaching out. I'm so happy that you're enjoying my my long ass discussions. Feel free. You're not bothering me at all. Feel free to reach out if you want to talk about the series or something. You keep bringing me, tidbits of information, like in small little, what's it called, trivia. I like trivia, so that's honestly fun to get from time to time. And yeah. Beast Complex. You told me this actually takes place before the Beastars series, so I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. So it's been 7 minutes of me talking, so let's just jump right into this. Let's just do this like we always do, because what else are we gonna do at 2 a.m. So let's do it. Let me just do a quick glance at these panels here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. This come back to me now. Compared to everything else, when was this made? Okay, so like Access Code Talker is not gonna be. Stop it. Let's see. Raw, it's okay, so it's gonna, I haven't done one of these in a long time, so it might take me a little bit to hit my stride on this. Like, I'm not even sure, like, let's just jump into it. Raw, it's morning. I'm up. The news says they found a dead male giraffe yesterday, and that his classmate Coyote mauled him to death. We are back in the world of Beastars, aren't we? Beastars blues. Man, he must have been possessed by something really foul. There's no telling how teenagers will end up if they don't have bright futures like you do. So that's his mother talking, I'm imagining. So this is Raw. He's a student, it looks like. Let's see. He's working on some math. My worst subject. Man, this is really bringing me back. This art style is actually very nostalgic. Like, since like what, volume 1 of Beastars, when Paru was had that, what's it called, that new artist look. You know how everything's like scratchy and all that, like everything has scratchy lines. Like, yeah, that's like when Beastars was at its best. Don't get me wrong, Beastars got better and better as it went on, despite the dips. But if this precedes Beastars, I wonder how pure the chapters are gonna be. Cause let's see. Who told me? Was it Laviscat? No. It was Quantum Coconut, I believe. Actually, no, it was both of you. You guys tell me a lot of things. So this is just gonna be these are just gonna be self-contained stories, right? So it's not gonna be following a specific character like we did with Legacy. I believe that's how this is gonna go. So that's gonna be interesting, because in my opinion, Paru Itagaki is actually at her best when she gets to just tell contained stories. Like some of the best chapters in Beastars I'm remembering is when we had characters and they had their own little plot going on in like what that was resolved that started and was resolved in like what 16 to 20 pages or something like that. Like I remember like one of my favorite chapters was the Goheen chapter when he was at his clinic and he was treating that fox, that Tibetan fox girl. So that was a sweet chapter. Oh, and I hope we get more Goheen in here. He's actually one of my favorite characters. And if you saw my tier list video, he is the true Beastars of this series. I can't say that enough. But anyway, sorry. Let's see. Possessed by something foul, they'll end up like that if they don't have bright futures like you do. Okay, so that tells me that just Raw has a lot of expectation placed on his shoulders already just because his mom is saying that. So if he's a student, well, I could be wrong, but if he's a student, well, let's see. Paro has a way of humanizing these characters, so we don't really know what's going on with Raw yet. It's always something, though. This is only chapter 1. You could think that'd be something I remember, but I always try to save my enjoyment so I could share it with you guys. So let's do it. Damn it, I'm in the middle of studying. Huh? I'm glad that you're my son. I'm proud of you. Yeah. Okay. So it's like okay, I see what's going on here. So it's like the burden of expectation that's being placed on Raw. Yeah, I could see how that could be kind of annoying. So maybe okay, I won't jump the gun on it, but he's clearly bothered by that. And it's starting to come back to me now. It's been 3 months. But it's just like my brain's like, hey, you remember this? Do you remember this? You remember this? How can we connect it to what we know about that from the other series in this? We know that lions have high societal expectations, especially since a lion is actually mayor of their city. That's like a big deal. He's a carnivore at that. So if we're going back to pre-Beastars roots, like prejudice is at the forefront of their society, right? So because I'm going back and I'm remembering the Akko chapter with Akko and her boyfriend Erdo. Did she die? I'm trying to remember if she did. I don't think she died. I think she was just mauled. Didn't say she was dead, but maybe. I don't know. I remember making a big deal about when that event happened. Raw ate her face. So I was like, man, that sucks. Raw is just screwed. He's a carnivore and he's a lion, so that's just a bad look as a whole. And then you have the Shishigumi running around, so that doesn't help things either. It's like they have the title in their society called King of Beasts, right? And just in the same way that title has meanings in real life, how we associate like them with like nobility, and always doing the right thing and just being upstanding like always. I believe that is what happens here as well in animal society. I wonder if we're going to see it more in this chapter, but we're still on page 1. I need to stop. A little excited. I need to calm down. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1, the lion and the bat. All right, so let's see. Saltwater and now crocodiles from the Gulf Coast have body temperatures that range from 60 to 70 degrees. So he's just studying on the train. That's nostalgic. Wait a minute. Is that Legacy? No way. That has to be. Is that actually Legacy on the train? Oh, I say Legacy because I've been doing that for so long. Like, it either, I always said before, it either goes Legacy or Legoshi. I saw it in English, like, so it's actually Legoshi, but I just have a habit of saying Lego seat, so I don't hope that doesn't bother you. But I'm just gonna say Lego seat. Lego sheet. I'm a lion. Good morning, Raw. Good morning. Good morning. And the student council president. Hey, Raw. Oh, he's popular. The king of beasts. There it is, right there. Can accomplish anything. The king of beasts can accomplish anything. Okay, I see what... Okay, so they're setting something up right now. He has, he indeed does have high societal expectations placed on his shoulder. This is the same thing that happened to, what was the youngest Shishigumi lion's name? I'm trying to remember. It wasn't Free. It was, oh, it's been so long. It was the youngest Shishigumi member. The handsome one, the cute one. Shoot. Why am I only remembering Free? Of all people, why is it that I'm remembering Free? Not Erdo. The dark-haired one with the dark hair. The mane with the dark mane. With the freckles on his face. Oh my god, how am I not remembering him? This hiatus hasn't been kind to me. It's gonna pop up and I'm gonna remember at the most randomest time. Watch. But anyway. This is what happened. This was pretty much like how he was when he was in school. I'm just gonna say he until I remember his name. He was just popular, even though he didn't have the best grades. This is just where we saw that societal expectation placed on him because he had a dark mane, right? So even among lions, it says, "Oh yeah, you're destined for great things because, you know, the darker the mane, the stronger you are," and all that. So, wonder if that's just part of it. Akiba? No, his name's not Akiba. Anyway. Let's see. Raw. I'm popular. Let's hang out after school. I don't have any enemies. Okay. He doesn't have... So he's pretty much going through life. Raw's pretty much going through life without any struggle. Like, don't get me wrong. He's working hard. Right? But that has to be boring. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's continue. Sorry, I need to go to cram school after this. What? Today too? Can't you take a break? Whenever you're like this, it's hard to breathe in your space. All he does is just study. Well, thanks. I bet you can find some other guy to hang out with. Hey, no. I have never felt overwhelmed before. Oh, okay. Never mind. So he's just always in... I wonder if this is setting something up. Like, if this is... Okay, so this is a dude that's being set up to break, I feel. Because if he's never felt any type of stress before, no stimulus of any kind... Well, that's not what they said, but it's like... He said he's never been overwhelmed. Which means he's never been put in a position where he has to actually, like... feel his emotions and grapple with that. And what we've seen, like from the original series, when animals actually experience that, it kind of like takes off their predatory instinct and they just lose themselves. That's just what happens. So I'm wondering if that's what's being set up here. Yes, ever since I was a little cub, I've lived for the sake of getting approval from the animals around me. Ooh. Yikes. I wonder if he's like a Shishigumi member in the making. Maybe? So we see like his trophies and his accomplishments right here. And his whole life has just been getting approval. That's not a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing if that's what he really wants, you know? So I'm wondering where the conflict is going to come from and the struggle. The chapter is called, what, The Lion and the Bat? So let's see how that's going to play out. Respect, trust, awe, admiration. That's the perfect lion. I want more of that to establish the nobility I need. What I have now is not enough. Okay, so he's ambitious. I could respect that. I know people like this. I've been like this as well. Raw, may I have a word with you? Oh, hello, Sensei. What's the matter? You're always acting goody-goody in front of the teachers here. I have a favor for our wonderful student council president. There's a fruit bat in your class named Azumo-kun. You know him, don't you? Yes. He hasn't been to school for a whole year, has he? One of these. He has to take his exams next year. Could you go to his house and convince him to come to school? It'd be easier for him to open his heart to a classmate, don't you think? Perhaps. Let me check something. There we go. What? Well, of course I'd like to go. Open his heart to a classmate. Have they talked before? But we've never... No, they haven't. But we've never really talked that much before, so I think it may have the opposite effect. Pain. For what? For him or for you? What? You're saying... What are you saying? Aren't you the student council president? Shut up. Now's the time to show that off. You're trying to get into Savannah University, aren't you? Savannah. Got it. Yeah. That won't be a problem for you with your grades. But with a college like that, you'll need good reports in your curricular record, Raw. If you want to have an exceptional record, you'll need to bring back at least one fruit bat here. Okay. Damn snake. You're just pushing that business to me because you don't want to deal with it. It's dead obvious. How dare you take advantage of students? Oh, I heard Azuma left his house and lives by himself. I saw him go inside a worn-out building. Wait, so he has to go looking for him? So he left his house and he lives by himself and he's in just a random building. Okay. Well, it's not like I have any other choice but to do as he says. Phew. So he just has to track this guy down. So he lives in this. What a dump. Let's see. Is this really the place? Well, I came here from the info I got. Maybe I made some kind of mistake. Just take a peek and go home. Hey, Azumo. Not here, huh? Well, time to go. Something dropped. On him? On the ceiling. Yes. Did you come here to eat me? What? Scared him. Azumo. Shit. A classmate just saw me act lame. Man, you scared me. If you're here, then you should have answered me. You're an intruder. What do you come here for? Huh? What did I come here for, eh? The teachers are worried about you. I'm the student council president, so I figured I could do something to help you. He's been so fake. But he's there, you know, they've never talked before. He's there for selfish reasons. I'm wondering about the bat now. What's going on with the bat? Why isn't he at home? That's my question. Because this is my intuition's kicking in. This is setting up to be a personable chapter. It feels so. What's going on with the bat? How is he gonna be in conflict with this guy right here? Why aren't you coming to school? If there's anyone bullying you, I could do something about it. Let me help you. You have a shallow mindset, even more than I imagined. Okay, so Azumo's just gonna call Raul on his shit, so that's good. Let's see. What? In the 17 years of your life, you must have never experienced true sadness or pain, especially since being a lion is the only thing you're proud about yourself. Wow. Okay, so already he is just digging into him, ain't he? Like, this is their first face to face, so why does Aki, what's his name? I keep forgetting names. Why does the bat have to go so hard on this guy right now? I'm trying to figure that out, because, you know, he's not saying this without a reason, even if it is true, you know? It's kind of like passive aggressive in a way. That's why you act like a know-it-all, why you mess up your mane even though it's not fully grown yet. Everything is all about you. You must be desperate to use your huge body to hide that you're a complete nobody. Sheesh. And when you finally grow up, you'll degrade yourself into a worthless monster. Uh-oh. Hey, don't bullshit me. I'm a lion before the student council president. Jeez, come on, man. But, okay, that's fucked up. But what's happening right now, this is exactly what this guy needs. Ralph? Is his name Ralph? I keep forgetting. I need to hit my stride. I'm forgetting things. But, this is what he needs, because he even said in the beginning, he's never been overwhelmed before, right? And this is the first time he's being overwhelmed. And everything the bat said, it's true. It's true. So I wonder what this guy, how he's gonna take it. Well, he's mad, clearly, but we don't know what's going on with the bat yet, right? And I said before, I was wondering how this guy is gonna finally experience conflict in his life. What's gonna be the catalyst for that, right? Well, here he is. But what's going on with the bat? What's going on in his life? Because if these stories are contained, Paru has a way of showing the human side of things, and I wonder if we're gonna go back to that, especially if this came before Beastars, the series, right? So let's find out. Like, how are they gonna grow from each other? Because I see something's gonna form between them. Maybe, if he doesn't eat him, or he could just eat him, but I don't think that'd make for a good first chapter. Well, we'll see. I'm not gonna take this shit from a damn shut-in. Don't screw with me. Do you think I'm scared of you? I'm used to predators with your fangs, eyes, and panting. But what's that supposed to mean? My parents were eaten by a lion last year. Okay. That's what happened. So that's why, oh jeez. We're going back to the roots, ain't we? See, Paru's just gonna give us the sauce. Alright. Now, so how's that gonna affect Ralph right here? Like, if we're setting up a connection between these two, with this guy clearly being a lion and this guy having something against lions, which explains why it went so hard on him, what are they gonna learn from each other, right? Like, because I don't think he's gonna eat him, but how are they gonna come together? And, you know, because what Beastars preach is just understanding each other's differences and learning to coexist with each other, right? That doesn't mean coexist without conflict. It's just understanding where the other person's coming from, right? And at least trying to get it. That's what makes Legacy just so endearing to me. And I don't know if he appears in, well, has a chapter of his own in Beast Complex, but I can't wait to see. So I know your true nature. You'll always use violence as your last resort. Let's see. Try and show everyone in school who you really are. You'll feel so much better about yourself. After all, it's impossible for a lion to be a hero. You're better off eating me whole right now. Poor this guy. I forgot his name, but he's depressed. He's talking shit, but I'm trying to put myself in his shoes and view things from his perspective. His parents are dead. He doesn't have anybody, right? And for someone to have killed your parents and for them to have been a lion, why would you trust any lion that comes to your front door? And you could just see their intent as being selfish. He's right, most definitely. Every word he said about this guy right here, Ralph, absolutely correct. So why would he even want to take this guy's, why would he want to see this guy's perspective on anything, especially when he came to him being disingenuous in the first place, right? So, but that's the thing. He's depressed. That's what I'm getting from it. No, that's it. Okay, so he gave him something to think about. That's a good thing. I truly believe that Ralph, or whatever, he needed that. He needed to hear that. It's not always about him, right? And in my opinion, he's like the student council president, which means let me see. It's the same thing that happened with Louis. One of the most impactful things I've heard Louis say is during the Riz arc, right? Where spoilers, by the way, if you haven't read Beastars, get out of here. Go read Beastars. But what he said to Riz was after Legacy beat him in a fight, during the at the end of the Murder Solution arc, Louis said to Riz, I'm sorry I didn't notice how lonely you were, something I failed you as your class rep, or I don't know, something like that. But he said he was sorry for not noticing how lonely Riz was. And by that time, it was just too late. There was no going back. But this guy, he still has a chance to make up. He still has a chance to impact this guy and do the right thing. Man, it's bringing me back to my school days where I was in a position like that, where I had to oversee people and make sure they were adjusting and just okay, and just, oh man, it's bringing me back to that. And I guess that's just a testament to the part we're writing for the author to just get you connect with this and bring you back to a place where you've been before, and just kind of bring that to the forefront. So I totally understand both these characters and where they're coming from on both ends. Right now, I've had it, story time. I actually had a student back when I was an RA back in college. We do wellness checks on our students, and it was my mission to be the ultimate RA, to just I'm not talking like Batman, to just be there, to make sure everyone on my floor, just everyone in general, they have somebody. During my first year, there was a student I missed. Not completely my fault, but I could have definitely been more diligent, in their well-being. It was one of those students that I just kind of always wanted to isolate themselves. Never wanted to hang out when they were invited. I'd have dodgeball. We would go play dodgeball. Every weekend, I'd invite everyone on my floor and the other floors, and we go play dodgeball to each other. And I tried to make sure I invited everyone, but there was just one who just never wanted to come, never wanted to do anything. And it's not that they didn't want to. Maybe they just needed, in my, I guess in my opinion, they just needed a little bit more of a push. And I never make anyone do anything they don't want to, but eventually I just kind of like stopped trying, I guess, you know? And then one day I get a visit from a parent who's worried about their son. Haven't seen them in a while. Stopped answering calls, stopped going to class, stopped just trying. And I'm just like, what? It scared the shit out of me because I'm like, wait a minute. If any of my students like grades like fall, I'm the first to hear about it, but I haven't heard anything. And I was just completely baffled. She begged me to let her see her son. Policy, because I don't know who that lady was. Could have just said she was anybody, but I believed her, and that was his mom. So, went to his room. Wasn't opening his door, and I'm just. It was a weird feeling. Like, it was a feeling of like dread, right? Mind's just moving at like. Your mind's just moving so quick. Scenarios are playing in your head. Like, oh my God, is this it? Like, out of everything I've done, I miss one. And then you just kind of blame yourself for that, Like, I'm talking about that, like, because I can totally understand, like, how this might be new to Rolf from a leadership standpoint, but, you just don't give up on your people like that. You can't really forget your mission because, truth be told, what the bat said, it's not always about you, right? So he opens the door, sees his mom immediately just start, like, it's dark in the room. He hasn't left in quite some time. Thank God he opened the door, but because I was gonna open it, but just starts breaking down, and I just give them a minute. He ends up at this point it's like point of no return. Grades are too low. There's no fixing it. He just can't do anything. So he drops out and never saw him again. So I made it, I just kind of made a promise to myself that wouldn't happen again. Not without at least, I'm not I can't save everyone. I'm only one me, but I made a promise that I would actually just like try harder to reach out, get them to come, do something. That way I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I didn't try. That's just me. So I mean, hey, I must have been doing something right because, I kept doing that job for 4 years with amazing results. I still get in contact and stay in touch with my residents. It's, I don't know, it's like a life-changing event. And this is just in high school, So, you can only imagine how it is when you're like, just like out there. So, that was long. So, let's go. Where's he at now? So he's thinking about it. He's in the shower. That was the first time I bore my fangs against anyone. I couldn't talk back to him. What if I didn't control myself back then? He's looking at his fangs. Raw. I called him Rolf, didn't I? Raw, you're going to cram school tomorrow, so you'll need a lunch ready. Yeah. You need to do your best with that test coming up. I expect a lot of great things from you. Uh-huh. I bet he doesn't want to see me anymore. I'm not gonna go there anymore. I'll work hard. Wrong, man. Wrong. That's the wrong room. That's the wrong move. That's the last thing he needs to do. This is what I'm talking about like not getting sleep at night. That's a nightmare scenario because what if something were to happen to him and then you have on your conscience like, if only I had been there, if only I had shown up, even if I wouldn't have got anywhere, at least I tried, at least I showed up, at least I tried to help, Work hard. what am I working hard for? There it is. Is this what he really wants? Because he's missing something from his life. He does the same, because there's a reason why we're following him, like with his going through his routine. It's monotonous. He's missing something from his life. He's missing a connection. Because remember in the beginning where one of his friends invited him to go hang out, and he said, I have to go to cram school. He's been studying this entire time. He's lacking meaningful connection, right? And he's in a position where that should just happen for him, right? He has the status, but it's like, you know, he has the status, he has the title, but it's kind of like an empty title. What does that mean? And now he's questioning that. He's starting to realize things about himself. Now that's good. Why the hell did you come here again? Are you looking for your ingredient for your dinner? No, today I came here to apologize about yesterday. Okay, he's humbling himself. Yes, excellent. I didn't know what you went through. I'm really sorry that I acted so violent to you. Also, you don't have to force yourself to come to school anymore. What's gotten into you? Wait, I'm not trying to trick you or anything. Okay, I was wondering, like, is he gonna catch him in that bag and just take him to school? Okay. It's just, you can only get so far with self-studying. I'll let you use my notes. Think of it as an apology, okay? There it is. That's beautiful. Man, Paru just has a way of... Man, this is a moment of connection now. He humbled himself. He brought a physical token showing that he's truly sorry. And he made it personal because these are his notes, right? And look what happens. He's upside down and then he flies over to... He comes to him, right? That's great. It was the first time I saw Azumo not hanging upside down. It made me remember that he was my classmate. Yeah, man. That's how it should be. Oh, the C-Speak test was tough. How do you think you did? Probably no point in asking. It included material from the last chapter, right? I think I did okay. Man, look at Azumo. He's just bright side up, man. It's kind of weird to see. He was upside down this entire time. That's nice, man. Aren't you just the perfect animal? So, I've been trying to pretend it's all a lie, but the truth is that I'm selfish and savage lion. I feel like I want to change that. Lately, I've been thinking I'm actually hopeless as an animal. Okay. So tell me what I need to know about the next chapter. No one's listening to him. So he's going through like a midlife crisis and having self-realizations, right? And everyone's just like, yeah, okay. It's only about them. They don't care. It's like, I can also see it from their perspective. It's like, yeah, you're perfect and you're telling me you have problems. I don't believe you. You're lying. So, or either that, or, you know, your problems, like you're probably just being a drama queen. Your problems are nowhere near ours. You're gonna be fine no matter what you do. That's even worse, in my opinion. Right? To just have your feelings written off like that. Oh, hey. You crazy cat. Oh wait, hold up. Are they friends now? Oh, hey, you crazy cat. Sorry I'm late. First, we have to review the test we did yesterday. When we're done, we can eat the lunch my mom made. That's cool. So what is it? Factorization. No, I mean, what's the lunch? The more we meet, the less hostile Azumo would treat me. He's warming up to him. That's awesome, man. Just him turning the page. It's cool. Just small stuff like this makes me just like love Paruza. Haru's graffiti. Whenever I'm with Azumo, the world feels kind of simple. We're just two 17-year-old boys, nothing more, nothing less. Azumo, I'm here. Sorry I'm late. I had a meeting with the student council. Okay, come in. They just, man, this is cool. They just meet day after day. Yup. It's a full moon tonight. Whoa! What happened? Oh, he climbed up to the bar so he can hang upside down. You scared me, man. You're too heavy. Yep, I am. So he's sharing. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Like, it's good visual storytelling that we have him like this, because they're sharing perspective with each other now, right? At first, they weren't seeing eye to eye. Well, not really. You know what I mean. But now, look at this. Like, Azumo came down to his level, stood straight up. Now we have Rolf. I keep butchering his name, but you know who I mean. The lion, right? He gets on the pipe, and flips himself upside down, and that's reciprocation, right? Because they're truly friends now. Well, their friendship is blossoming, I should say. I used to be scared of this back when I was in elementary school. I was the only one in gym class who couldn't do back hip circles. I was scared of my legs not being on the ground like they normally are. You're still scared of that now, aren't you? I guess I can't deceive you, huh? Back then, when I got mad at you, I was scared that you saw through my violent nature. When I held your feet, my hand was trembling. That probably wasn't you trembling. I was the one trembling. Raw? Okay, his name's Raw, not Rolf. Dead boy. The truth is, I was so scared I almost cried. For the first time in a while, I felt like I wanted to live. I've never felt that way since my mom and dad died. Okay, so I had it right in the beginning. Like, he's opening up, finally. And he was totally depressed then, right? And with this encounter, even though it went kind of... It wasn't ideal, but they both got something out of their first encounter that they needed from each other, right? Like, for Azumo, it was the realization that he wanted to live, right? And for Rolf, it was the realization that he actually wanted to... What he thinks he wants, what he's been working for, he doesn't really know what he wants, right? He doesn't know why he wants it. He lacks purpose, right? He lacks meaning. And they're both, what these two were both missing, they were both missing connection, right? Like a true connection. Like a genuine bond. That's what they were missing. And this is why they're opening up to each other now. So that's awesome. Whoops. You don't need to look after me anymore. I'm no longer a sad bat. Azumo, but I'm really... He has a bag. Is he leaving? Wait, what's with the bags? I'll be moving out of this town tonight. Ah, he's leaving. Huh? Consider the irony. A lion giving me courage? You'll be okay. I'll tell Sensei myself so you can go without any worries. Raw? I'm sure you'll become a great lion. I believe in you. That's awesome. Man, Beastars. I'm sorry, not Beastars. Beast Complex hits different. Beast Complex hits different. Jeez. Later. So he just like helps him up and lifts him off. Huh. And then you just see Raw here, just watching his friend fly away. Though far apart, they're still connected. They wait the day they can meet again. And that's the end of the chapter. That is the end of the chapter. That's freaking awesome. This is great. I'm so happy to be back in this world, man. Beast Complex. Now this is gonna be something I feel I've needed for a while. So I can't wait to see the next chapter. To read the next chapter. And if you enjoyed this, I hope you'll stick around for the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing these frequently now, so look out for the next one. And I'll see you then. But bittersweet, and I truly hope they can see each other again. Man, I like how that just that came full circle and like connected to my events throughout the day. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.